All right, we are back with round number 6. It's the second half of our tournament here. And Brian, we've seen quite a few matches so far, haven't we?
Yep. And some normal stuff. Gekko Moria is here and there, Law here and there. And if you haven't taken a look in the chat already, we do have some undefeateds. And we're past the halfway point. Some of the stuff is a little surprising to me because there's only one more Law undefeated.
Yes.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, in case you missed it real quick, we have 10 Moria undefeated, 7 of the Black Yellow Luffy, 5 Star Deck Uta, 2 Perona, 2 Yellow Green Yamato, 1 Newgate, 1 Enel, 1 Star Deck 10 Luffy, 1 Star Deck 10 Law, and our feature for this match, a Nami.
Yes, which is a fan favorite. Guess what? I'm the fan.
Yeah, that is a single fan favorite. Yes.
And I have all of the say for this, so deal with it. It is only one. It was either this or the Whitebeard, but I do believe the other Whitebeard player will win, and we'll just see it the next round. Obviously,
the confidence. So which means you have to have like the anti-confidence against Nami, then, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, they're both gonna win. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay.
And then they're gonna be
document the win.
They're gonna be in the finals. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we do have Quinton Brown versus Haung Lee or Lei. Well, I'm not sure, but we'll have them start pretty soon here with Nami again, and as well as Gekko Moria.
Yeah, and it looks like just adjusting the camera. The wire wants to be on camera too, it seems.
Yes, that's
understood.
We'll just hang out. Why not? That's part of the
let's put some blue sleeves on a blue play mat. That'll
the trifecta: the wire, the play mat, the sleeves. And
I think they might be waiting for us. I'm going to confirm with them. They're good to go.
Okay. Well, while you wait for this is a little bit of an interesting matchup for a number of things. You know, Gekko can go a little wide with a lot of 5K swings, and Nami just doesn't like that. And Nami has gotten like weird support here and there. While we open a Kaya, one of the alt-art winner stamp Kayas. And yeah. What do you say?
We're just I'm just seeing what. So we discard what is that an Impel Down All Stars and a Death Wink from there. So Kaya's more times not. You need to see. You know, I think you have to resolve a couple copies throughout a game. So resolving one copy is already pretty good. Quinton's always like, all right, I can play my 1-drop 2K as well. We're going to play the Sindri, get a mill of 5. Didn't exactly see what was in there, but the one card you really care about at this point is Perona.
Yeah, see, that's the issue about this matchup too, where Perona is going to be a pretty big outlier with another Kaya coming out, which is really nice. Perona is going to make Nami's hand kind of be awkward, where you have to play the battle of, do I want to have like more than 5 or 5 or more in hand to defend with, or do I just want to be at 4 for the entire game, basically?
Yeah, which is a little bit tricky to do, and it's very easy to put Nami to 5 cards in hand a lot of the time, so getting some discards from Perona is nice.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go to 4, and we're going to use leader effects for 7. We're going to discard an Absalom. Mill 2, I think that's a Perona. Nope, it's never mind. It's still an Absalom. So, I mean, we could use it to get rid of a Kaya. Probably worth it, especially since we probably have a bunch of, in this matchup, useless cards and trash anyway, so we can afford to.
Yeah, not too bad. We need to defend as much as possible here. This is going to be Gum something. Always forget the name of this one. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, Giant Gavel. So we're going to get the additional 2 mills after pitching a Rubber Band of Doom as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta put the Doom.
Wow. Very scary.
All right, so we're going to go to 5 Dawn for Nami. 5 Dawn could mean like a Sanji's Pilaf in something. Playing Zeph to bounce back to hand is good, but no, Pilaf is the play. Drawing 2 more.
Yeah, Zeph to Kaya again would be nice. Could play a Buggy or keep these 2 Dawn open. It was interesting because I was talking to a friend who plays like other card games or like sticks to like one or two other card games, and it was like I was asking like what kind of decks he was playing or what deck he was playing, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Well, the only deck that interests me is Nami because I almost guarantee that you'll never see 4 to 5 cards out of your deck ever."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's a good point, man."
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, if you're also trying to go for a deck that's easy on budget as well, I don't think Nami represents the card game as a whole, but if you want to win some games and not be too close with friends in the community, Nami is a great pick.
Yeah, don't see why not. This is a 9K swing. Makes it a little awkward for us. I think you're good to actually take it, believe it or not. But we're gonna go ahead and white snake, and then take one after the draw. So I think that.
Oh, and a peel off. That's very nice. So draw 2.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
This is after using the leader effect and being tapped out. So no Perona's coming down.
Yeah, but I think the white snake makes sense. It just means that, like, sure, you're not attacking with Absalom, but that's fine. You still were able to do a damage.
Yeah. The damage is nice. Pretty much nullifies the other 2 attacks. And we have a bunch of Dawn to use. Hopefully, on our angle, we can kind of see it, but on Discord, it's a little different, upside down. So a little harder to see their hand in case anybody's concerned.
All right. For 2, I think that's Boodle.
Yeah, I believe that's Boodle.
Yeah. And then, oh, no, sorry, it's Hanger. It is Hanger. So we get to discard a card to draw a card.
Let me take a look. I'll pull
we discarded Gravity Blade. Man, we got some spice in this build.
That's cool. But I've said it time and time again. You know, Nami has so many cool blue cards that you can play, including removal. And especially with like a situation where you're just gonna be running into these 5K attackers that can come from the trash, you may as well just bottom deck them.
Yeah.
And the trigger's not too bad either.
All right, so we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're at 8 Dawn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we got the Moria, we got 4. And I think Perona is in the trash there. Like 99% sure, which I think has been in the trash for a while. So I'm surprised we haven't been playing that out to make them discard cards. But I think like a Moria here, 8-drop, playing Perona, make them discard a card and just be able to have a 9K to start applying pressure with is probably worth.
Yeah. I mean, 5 Dawn opens quite a lot. So at the most, we might be taking 1 damage as Nami. But you know how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And like to play the Gekko here means basically if you have a white snake, like all your attacks are just whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's the decision that we have to make here.
Yeah. And looks like, yeah, so we did play the Gekko. We did do that. So maybe I start with some 5K attacks, and if they white snake, which spoilers, they just let us know that we have one in hand.
Yep.
It ends the turn. Oh, but we're just gonna pass without doing anything. I don't hate that.
You know, it's interesting because like if you have 5 Dawn and you're trying to get rid of the cards in your hand as Nami, basically you're saying like, okay, I want to use all my 5 Dawn to mill out all of these cards and draw and set up my next turn. And Quinton's just saying like, nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pass. You're not gonna get that opportunity. So it's gonna make it awkward for that 5 Dawn that's never used.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's some weird scenarios where if you apply the right amount of pressure where they get to use their cards but not like do anything that's good, and we'll see from here. I'm surprised they didn't attack Nami into the brand new, but that's fine because that can trade into the Hanger pretty nice.
Yep, definitely needed to swing there. I think both of these guys are a little off kiltered here, and at least you have the dice. I mean,
yeah, that is helpful.
No offense to Haung, all right? Just spread them out, man. Just you don't have to put the dice there. Just use the. It's fine. I'm not gonna go on a tangent.
But if you could.
If I could, I would say yes. Spread them out. It's so easy for so easy for your opponent and the people watching. But this one's gonna be. Is this a brook? Yeah, it's a brook. All these altars, man. We have so many altars in this game. It's getting hard to keep up with.
Yeah, I increasingly agree. Yes, it's tough.
Just be a base rarity Chad like myself. Oh
yeah. Also, for the record, that hanger has drawn 2, discard 2. It has been a Kaya for this matchup.
Yeah, it's finally gone now. Weird. At least. You basically played 3 Kaya so far. That's good. That's what's up.
That's what you want. And I think Nami is about halfway through their deck. I'm gonna start with a 7 though. You're gonna White Snake to make it a 6. And then Rubber Band of Doom to get to 8 for that attack.
Amazing.
And put the dice on the Nami for me. No one else, just for me. That'd be nice.
That's fair. So that is fair.
All right, they're just going a big 6. So, I mean, this is how you interact with Nami. Like, if every attack makes them use a card, then you're good. All right, and there's the overheat, which is great because that would have been able to bounce your Kaya back into your hand, which you would want to do as Nami.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 6 with the hog back. Again, if they're being so needed for that. All right, yeah, sorry, let's love mellow. Sorry, I have not seen that art enough to. I'm like, is that 4 cost Boa? Because the art looks pretty similar.
Yeah, that's what I said to you.
I know.
Those alt arts. We'll let 4 life. Gotta go down to 3 here. And gonna draw 1, mill 1.
That's pretty good. I mean, so far the cards in real life has been Sanji's Peel Off to draw 2, and then the Rubber Band, which pretty much does the same. So at least it gets 2 cards out of that deck, which is rough.
Yep.
All right. Giant Gavel discarding a Death Wink. 1 Dawn open. We are 6K once again, and looks like, yeah, we're just going to pass because we've used all of our attacks. So Nami hasn't really like gone out of a lot of advantage there. Looks like we're probably going to just attack 5 into probably hog back. All right, for 3, we're going to play Peel Off to draw 2 more. And I'm going to say that we're probably, I'm going to guess like 15 cards left in deck. Okay, Kaya, draw 2.
Nothing less than 15.
With the Kaya, I think that's, yeah. All right, another Kaya. This is technically our 3rd or 4th copy of it.
I believe this is the 4th. Gotta pitch the 2.
All right, Crocodile.
Love to see the croc. Always a cool card.
And 1 more. Yeah, I've seen some like 7 Warlords builds of Nami moving forward, just because there's some good cards that
they're searchable and such.
Yeah,
yeah. I think it gets a little bit more support in OPL 7 too for the Warlords. So, makes sense.
Yeah, and we're thinking hard on the 2nd discard. All right, ooh, a White Snake. Yeah, I can see why that was a tough choice.
I think there was the 2nd White Snake that we discarded too.
Yeah,
which is a little concerning.
We have 5 Dawn available right now. Yeah, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like 11.
10. Yeah, 10, 11. So we're almost to the finish line for Nami.
Yep.
Out there pretty quick with all these Kayas. And this is where it's gonna get a little dicey for Gekko. We've been pretty lucky with our triggers so far as Nami. Only about 3 life. Yeah, hopefully these last 3 can be a little more lucky too.
Mm-hmm. But we do have quite the wide board. There's so many games or so many different decks in the same position. If they weren't Nami, they just lose like immediately on this next turn, right?
Sure.
Because it's 3 life, 3 cards in hand. We have another Love Mellow, drawing another card.
Mm-hmm. This was a 6K swing or a 7. I think it was a 6. Our hand must be a little awkward then. I would have took that one, to be honest. Because you still draw on the love.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know.
They need 4 attacks to stick, and now they only have 5. So being able to guarantee get out of 1 might have been nice enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got a lot of triggers to work with. You got some draws and stuff like that too. Some of the triggers that you're going to be working with too will be able to bottom deck one of these 4 costs. So like, I feel like you do take 1 while they're still standing. And this is going to be an 8K swing.
Yeah, it looks like 8.
Which is why that's what I was saying before. I was like, if it was a 6K swing, you just take it, and the next one is a love. But we're gonna go ahead and overeat anyway.
Overheat, get back. Yeah, I don't love these numbers.
Yeah, I don't either. I think like 7, 9. Well, I mean 7 and 9 is pretty much the 2 numbers that you have to stick with going against Nami.
Yeah, R5s, because like if they pitched another White Snake, I think in my mind it's like, okay, they just don't have enough Dawn to play that White Snake this turn.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd rather just get out of it. So I would have just started doing some 5s to see how deep we get after like 2.
Yeah, I do agree with that. There's only 3 cards in hand as Nami. We're gonna go and take 1 of them. There it is. That's what I was saying. I was like, one of these has to interact with one of the 4 drops, and this one's gonna bottom deck the Absalom.
And yeah, functionally, Nami can't lose now because there's only 2 attacks on board, and we don't tend to have rush cards as Moria. But I will commend Nami. Nami's had superb cards in life. They've had 3 triggers off of 3 life so far.
Mm-hmm. And if you believe, like, it's a little awkward because like if you keep swinging, you might get into more triggers, and you might give them more cards, which you know that you're not winning. And more cards basically say, like, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Like, as Nami, you just take these 2, and you just win next turn.
All right. 4 for 4.
Crazy.
Trash 1.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Deathwing is always a weird one. My favorite thing about Nami is, like, if you have a hand that just says you win, after you draw next turn, you just pass. Yeah, you have 10 non-up.
Oh, I thought you said like opening hand. Like, I don't know if a deck that says I win on my opening hand. I don't know if that's a good.
Yeah, wrong game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Checking of how many looks like impel down. They only pitched 2 Sanjis. Yep, we have 3 Sanjis, 2 the impel. 3. Okay, 3. So there's 1 in the deck and 1 in life.
Yeah, I think
for both.
Yes.
And it's pretty likely that one of them is going to be in the live here. I think that's what the consensus is. Unless we haven't won.
I mean, at this level, like, yeah, we can pretty much know the good chances of cards in life, and it is a
yeah, exactly.
Told you, that's it. Said it.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
Man, 5 triggers out of life for 5. That is obnoxiously good.
Yep. And you guys might not like this, but this is what peak enjoyment looks like.
Oh, yes.
Okay. We're going to draw, and we know we have a Kaya, so we're probably going to end up using that. Oh, okay. We're going to pitch the Croc. Oh, okay. Draw the 2 first, and then pitch the other. Deathwing goes. Our Mr. Dasmones goes. I think you would have been fine to keep that if you really wanted to. Oh, okay, Brickfist. Sure. We're just gonna play solitaire for a second.
Yeah.
All right. There it goes.
We're gonna win on our own turn, like a lame-o. Could have done it on our opponent's turn, but whatever.
No. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Nami takes it against Gekko. Round 6, going undefeated, going to round 7.
Yeah.
Love to see it. And we have plenty of time in the round. About 13 minutes, if that's plenty. Truly.
Yeah, let me see if what the other undefeateds look like real quick.
Sure.
All right, we've got Black Yellow Luffy versus the Law.
Yep.
We have a Moria mirror match.
I have Uta mirror match. Oh, poor Ying.
We've got Uta. Oh, they're using Eggman dice. I don't know. I don't know if we got it.
Not really a factor, honestly.
I think it is.
Uta versus Black Yellow Luffy, and Uta has 3 life. So there's that. Good watch.
There's Uta versus Black Yellow Luffy, and Uta has 1 life, but they do have the 8-drop kit set up.
How many cards in hand? Cards in hand, please.
Like 7. I think Uta's probably got this one.
We'll come to table 9 and tell me what you think.
Let's see. What do I think? Well, those aren't Eggman dice, but I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
You can watch this one.
All right.
Oh, it's Perona. I thought you said Uta.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Perona.
Yeah.
Brain said Uta.
No, Perona and Uta. I get caught with. Crocodile and Dofi. I don't know if they're just both like aquatic creatures in my head. It's like they're the same guy, but
yeah, that's what happened to me earlier.
Yeah.
All bad. But Perona's still going at it. Thought a couple rounds ago. And doing pretty good still. All these Gekko players are getting munched up and just trying to do some work.
This is a different Perona player than we saw earlier too, right?
I believe so. This is a different setup at least.
Yeah, because I think we had 3 Perona. We had 2 Peronas. So the other Perona, we'll have to see if they won or not.
For sure.
But yeah, 3 life, which is a little bit hard to tell with the sleeves, but they are there. Man, 3 Dofis though. That might be what a lunch, because that might be a wrap.
Okay.
I tried very hard. I'm sorry.
All right. That's crazy for you to. Okay.
Let's do literally anything else, I guess.
Crazy.
All right, we're taking the 6. And then I'm guessing we're going to play Moria, replace the Sabo, play Sabo again. Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, we're discarding it. Okay. For a second, I'm like, what? What are we doing? Yeah, well, I think we're going to play probably another 8-drop Moria then.
Yeah. Okay. We have the ace. I mean, we don't have an A-Cos kid out, but we do have 3 Dofi, sorry.
3 Dofis, yeah.
And a dream. So, I mean, this is weird because like we're
going.
Because like we're literally replacing guys that we we just got rid of. We're still becoming a 9K leader, which doesn't mean too much as we look at the 3 10K bodies.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have 2 Sabos with I don't know how many cards in hand. Do we know? Oh, 3.
Yeah, it looks like 3. So I mean, we're gonna get 2 attacks pretty easy, but like, I don't know. I mean, if we get any cost reduction as well, like if we have like a Suru in hand, we still have Kuzan in hand too. Yeah, okay, they're on board because we can just attack Kuzan, do nothing with it, reduce one of the Sabos and rest it. Yeah, this is looking pretty good for Perona, I think.
Yeah. just swing with Kuzan, and one of the blockers just doesn't mean anything to us.
Yeah.
Right, so. Yep. Any counter? No? Okay.
No.
This is another 10 drop? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait, what do we. Why?
What are we doing?
Did we forget to press the button or something?
We did forget to press the button.
Did we also forget to use leader effect?
Did we also put our Kuzan in the trash for no reason?
Did we also? I'm dead.
Okay. All right. I guess that still works. It's Bellamy. That gives a cost reduction to something, and then we get to do the thing, and yeah, we're fine.
I was massively confused. I think it was one of those things where like you're saying stuff, but also did things ahead of what you're saying.
Yeah. We got there. I trust our Piranha player. It was not extended BM. It was strictly at the end. I mean, we had so many different ways to get there, right?
I think that was probably the case. Yeah. Yeah, you don't really see too much of that card. I think it's a one cost. Is it a one cost card?
Yes, it's getting a little bit more value in OPO7. It's a Navy card. It's a one cost activate main. You can rest it, and if you do, you get plus 1k to your a character or leader, and you get to give something minus 1 cost. So pretty nifty.
Oh, very cool. Okay, well, pretty cool. I think that's probably about it for this round. I only have a handful of time, about 6 minutes plus overtime left. And most of the undefeateds are pretty much done or getting finished. So yeah, you can update the undefeated lists, post it in the chat.
Will do.
And then the chat will then respond to us saying what we want to see.
They won't do that. Don't. Don't encourage chat interaction. You kidding me?
Being optimistic.
Oh boy.
Well,
can't do that either.
That's bummer. We're gonna go ahead and take a break. Probably about 10 minutes or so, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Next round.
Round 7. Round 7.
Seven. Yes.